say, okay, how long have I known this person? What are their pros? What are their cons? And
Mm-hmm.
then if your cons outweigh your pros, I don't want a conversation. I'm gonna just stop talking.
Hmm.
I
And
don't want to talk about it.
that's again. Shan, like I just like I got homeboys. I be like, I wouldn't hook them up with nobody. Shan is like one of those home girls. Nah, she need to be single for a bit. I wouldn't put like she's cool, friendly, and I tell them, but she ain't on a relationship, y'all. Oh,
I
maybe no, no, she doesn't. No,
do.
listen, I know my people. If anything, I know my people. Okay.
Oh my god.
Even if sometimes my people don't know themselves, I know my people. What's going
Okay,
on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake B. Drake with Everything
so
Culture, the podcast for all culture, the podcast with a purpose. Our mission
the
statement comes from the words of
audacity.
Dr. Martin King Jr., which are he believed that men hate each other because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because of segregation. And because of segregation, we have miscommunication. So we created this podcast on the pillars of respect, communication, and consistency so we get to know each other so we can love one another. And we go live every Sunday around 7:30-ish p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're just gonna be on here for 15 minutes. YouTube got 15 more minutes. TikTok, and we go live. We have a nice little Sunday night conversation with our guests, with our audience, with our community. Hope y'all checked out the makings of Glock, our most recent episode. New episode tomorrow. It may not be tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow afternoon, but it will be tomorrow. Um, but yeah, hello JoJo's Old Fancy. But yeah, we just in here talking about something I rarely discuss, and that's relationships. Okay.
I do want a relationship, but I just have a crazy filter that most people can't feel. And that I'm okay with people not being able to feel it too. And I think that's the part that makes you and Baylor feel like I don't want a relationship.
But that's Shan, I keep telling you, I don't knock you for not wanting you don't want to feel that mean you don't want a relationship.
I do.
You
But I'm not gonna bend on a man liking me and I think he's handsome and he ain't got no kids. Sir, I don't want to produce any more kids. So this whole time I'm giving you my time, I'm gonna be a pit stop for you. If you want kids, I don't want to be a man's pit stop.
but it's not just that. It's numerous like they have to fit a damn near perfect mold of and it's
Yes,
not like when I say perfect mold, I mean your perfect mold for them to be. And if they don't fit it, you're not willing to take any type of exceptions. You
of
quick to knock
course,
out.
because
And
I'm
once again, and everything I'm saying that's okay. But I'm also
yeah,
saying you're not looking for a relationship. Because a
I
relationship is
am.
not
Don't
just your perfect
say
mold.
that.
But
I am.
at the same time too, Shan, like you have to think the same thing about yourself. You
She
have
As
to
far
doesn't
as
think,
the
care
what?
though. That's the
yeah.
point. She doesn't care. She's like, well, fuck y'all then. Excuse me, time. I'm trying to stop cussing. Huh? Well, she's like, well, y'all then. That's what she's on. Okay.
Okay, no, let her explain what you mean about myself.
Just like you saying, like Jack was saying, like you have all these filters and you have all these,
Yeah.
certain things. A man may want the same thing with you. Like it may be the same thing. Like everything we say about men, like we have to put on ourselves as well. Because
Where
it's
he
kind of
where
like because it's
where
kind of
I
like a guy could really, really like you and it could just be one comment from you and then bam, he's gone.
and I
Just like
want
this.
him to. I want him to get up and leave. I want you to, sir. I want you to be
That's what
great.
I'm saying.
Then Shan, then you don't want a
That's what
relationship.
I'm saying.
You just want a friend. You just want to
That's
be
what I'm
like,
saying.
you just want to be like, yeah, okay, we could go out now, but I'll see you later. And then like I might see you later on and we go do something, but I don't really care. I don't
Maybe,
really care. No, she and you don't do
maybe
it.
maybe
But
I'm not understanding what's the problem with how I do things,
Shan, but you saying you want a relationship.
right?
But you also saying, he might just say something and then, I'm out. Oh, you need to go find what you want. But how often does that happen?
Not often because most of these men can't read. So you're not gonna make it past the text messages. I'm sorry.
See, look, I was about to say, look, I said I need a drink. Then I'm like,
She gonna make me get a drink in a bit.
and that's what we be dealing with for the longest. And
Yeah,
it's like she's in denial. Okay, that's the thing.
I'm not in denial. I know I'm a lot, but
Yeah, but
I
what kind? Okay, let me ask you this: you
yeah
saying you want a relationship, but what
yeah.
type of relationship are you looking for? A friendship relationship, like
I,
and it's different. It's different when we have kids. I get it. It's different when we
yeah,
have kids, and we look for different things when you have children, right?
right,
And
right.
and you dedicate a lot of times to your kids, and a guy would definitely have to understand that. But are you just looking for somebody just to go out, have fun, that you can communicate with here and there? Are you just looking for a friendship?
I'm looking for a foundation of a friendship that can build into something else with a man whose life is kind of like mirroring mine, meaning
Mhm.
that man must have children already. That
Okay.
man must understand that I have an idea of what I want my next 20 years to look like. I don't want to procreate anymore. Oh, you don't? Great, me either. And let's just build from there. It's rare that at my age, I'm 37, you meet a man who understands what he wants his next 20 years to be, and he's mirroring how I'm involved with my kids, how he's involved with his kids, and he's on his own. A lot of males are in an illusion of singleness around my age, where they
Hold
have
on.
kids.
Can you
Shan,
define what is illusion of singleness? Can you break that
Illusion of
down for us,
singleness
Shan? Hey,
is
Keish.
basically a man who may have children, but he doesn't finish a relationship, but he dates while he's semi in one. I'm not in shit. So I don't want to play the game of, oh yeah, this is just my situation, but yeah, I am single. But there's certain times where you can't talk, or there's certain times where, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Sir, let me know when your coast is clear, because my coast is very, very clear. And a lot of males are not ready to be honest and willing to allow a woman like me at my age to have a choice of if she wants to continue because of what you got going on, or she doesn't. And a lot of them like to manipulate what's really going on. And I don't have time for that. So it's by my
Okay, let's go ahead.
filter of how I want a man to present himself in my life in order for me to give him my time intentionally is very specific, and it's rare that a man is ready for those expectations that I have, because you still playing like you got time to bullshit. I don't have time to bullshit.
See,
So
you listen. Look, I would say you did a whole lot of ring around the rosy with me right there. Okay,
oh,
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm still a little lost because once again, I be talking to you, so it's like you want a guy like because I don't know how much investment when you talk about time. Cause I ain't gonna tell all your business, but we chop it up, okay? Okay, we
yeah,
chops it up.
yeah,
And but it could be once again, I've seen they cool this and that, and
yeah.
you're the one that would divest for the smallest thing.
Hmm.
I will divest for the thing that is important to me that I don't
It's
see.
not
Because
no fuck
Mm.
that. No, it's not even important. I didn't
Man
talk to
wants a
you.
relationship, but you make it hard to have
Hey,
one.
that's why I'm like, cause then she
I
be like,
want a relationship. Oh no, you gotta walk
and
through this
listen,
fire and
and I know Shan. If Shan find a guy, if she would tell you like, watch, I'm gonna say this, and she's gonna agree with me right now, y'all. Watch, cause she find a guy that she know if she's in the wrong, and he do all this, and he do all this fight and still stay around for her and deal with it. She gonna say, oh, he's soft. I don't like him even more now.
oh no, that's not true. Okay, this is what it is. So if I'm in the wrong, and we already had a previous conversation about what I'm in the wrong of, and this man says, the next time you do this, I'm done with it.
I
If
didn't
you
say
still,
that. I didn't say that. He doesn't. He says, I'm still stick with you. I really want to be with you.
no, you have to have a backbone. You have to have, give me a
What did I?
boundary. If you don't give me a backbone, that's like,
What did I just say?
you
What did I just say? I
like
done
that.
told my
I
dang
need,
thing
I
got my
need
head.
boundaries. I need to know, like, this man's word is bond, and if you bend because you like me, sir, please get out of here.
that. I mean, I don't have a problem with that at all. Shane. Like I get it. Like I'm the type of person. Like I hate to say it like this. Sometimes I have to be put in my place because I go beyond. Right? I'm a bit much sometimes.
Hello.
And whoever is with me has to understand that they would have to be like, okay, look, you need
You
to.
okay? You can ask Ari's dad. When I was younger, and my attitude was off, and I knew my attitude was off. This man will drive me all the way back home and tell me to get out.
Hey,
And
Trill spill.
I would get out, and then he'll call me 10 minutes later, and he asks me, "Are you done? Do you still want to go with me, such and such?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." That's the type of boundary I leave. I don't need you to
Yeah,
threaten me with "I'm gonna take you home" and not do it. Drop me off.
I can understand that. I can understand.
What? Drop me off, please. I don't like walking over people, and I don't want to know that you're gonna let me do that.
Well, I don't want a man to tell me yes just because I'm talking louder
Thank
than
you,
him. I'm
Kiki.
talking stronger than him. Like, because my conviction is stronger, but I don't want him to tell me yes. If it's no, it's no. Like
Let me
it's
tell you.
Oh, for
See,
sure.
see. See. This type of stuff is stressing brothers out. Cause listen, my balance ain't like that. I wouldn't have drove you home. I would have put you out where we was at. Find a way to see
Ooh,
that. Because
ooh.
the thing is that I would have been in the wrong, even though you in the wrong. You want me to be see, and that's what see. I ain't trying to turn to no damn Kevin Samuels. That's why I don't like talking about relationships because it's like, who do you think you talking to?
Oh my
like,
god.
But I don't think Drake, like you say,
and we clarify. Then you want the discipline to be at a level you feel comfortable with. That's the crazy part. That is the crazy part to me.
Oh my
You want
god.
the redirection to be at a substantial. Okay, I like that little bit of. You put me in check here. Now, the person puts you in the chokehold. Oh, that's a little too extra. Even though I was doing crazy, I said I don't have them type of
Oh my
meters at
god.
time. Like I'm like you going red. I may go red right with you. Like that's the thing. We don't have to be that way.
but Drake, you say like, and I know a lot of people say this, and I know this is probably one of the reasons too. Like you don't talk about relationships because there's a lot of men out there that's trying to tell men how women feel, and you really can't. And I don't feel like that's what you're doing. Um, and
Because I
it's
don't
just
know. All y'all are different.
right. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of men that we see, and Shan, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of men out there that's like on TikTok that, wants to tell other men, how to deal with women or what women are feeling. You really can't. Like that's I don't feel like a man can speak on that in the manner that it has become so convoluted.
So
You know.
Unless there's a woman on that same panel speaking.
Right.
no,
At
because
least.
y'all still think differently.
But if a
The main thing what I tell men is protect your peace.
Facts.
Protect your peace. I don't care what it because some guy may love that type of crazy.
yeah.
Find somebody that's gonna fit you. Don't wear a shoe that doesn't fit you.
Mm.
Hey, to compare, well, I ain't trying to compare a woman to a shoe. That's simple, but it's just like find someone that matches you.
That's all fine and well. As a single woman in these dating streets, that it's mm,
I haven't found it. I haven't
yeah.
found
The,
it.
I
that's
didn't
all
say
I'm gonna
I
say.
ain't listen.
That's
I
all
didn't
I'm
say
gonna
that
say.
to the women. I did not say that.
Mm,
I said this is for the men.
mm. I just said
Cause listen, like see, y'all gonna maybe like once again, I'm almost out of my drink. I can't keep going. How many more minutes we got on YouTube?
Oh my
We got
god.
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes TikTok. Y'all better come over here. Hey, Latoya, by the way, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm so
How is
good. Thank you.
everyone? I'm sorry.
Dandy.
That's good. Welcome to Everything Culture, Sunday Night Live. We do this every Sunday. We come together 7:30, chop it up with one another. This is your first time in here, so welcome. We always ask you to listen to the most recent episode. We drop episodes once a week. Great conversations with great people. But yeah, the biggest thing is like, and usually we don't talk about relationships and dating and all that. And it started off because I was talking about Crocodile Cam and the I don't want to limit her to just being an OnlyFans model, but Carmelo, I think that's her name, Carmelo. And I think something that was I want to assume was based in poor communication turned it to something. I think it turned into a little bit of clout chasing and a little bit of maybe that relationship wasn't what they thought it was. Because I've seen men manipulate and influence women to think this they in a relationship, and I've seen women do the same thing. Um, so if you know someone, it's like I have had family members fall in love with strippers.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And nothing wrong with a stripper once again. But once again, she was a little bit more than a stripper too. Okay, let's be clear on that. All right. And I remember he proposed to her. I was in
No.
Houston at this time. I never forget. And when they were posting it on Facebook Live and this, and that, I've only seen it a few times. I'm like, I was disappointed in my aunties. I said this to them. I'm like, y'all know what she is, right? That woman is a streetwalker. Y'all don't want y'all. I grew up. My aunties put me on game. The women in my life, not just the men, but the women in my life put me on game. It's a much different monster when you have a guy that have influence by men and women. I listen to women, not just hear them. I listen to y'all, and a lot. Listen, like that's why I be frustrating Shan because I listen to Shan.
Mhm.
So when Shan be saying shit, and I be pulling that shit back up from 3-4 months ago, didn't you say this? Did you say you wanted that? But then you say you wanted something. Me and Bailey be like, you. That's what we like. You just don't want a relationship because you be flip flopping. You'll get exactly what you be asking for. I didn't want it, but you did. You did want that. But going back to that is like when a person is dating someone that's in the sex work life,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're not familiar with it and you try to treat them like they're not in it, I think that could be hurtful to you.
It's just a slippery slope because their prey is selling you a dream, so it's a slippery slope because they
Exactly.
usually can be very manipulative.
Exactly. And that's I look at the other end. I'm like, dude, you and I it because some people may take it that's messed up way to say it. But dude, you was messing with her, simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you didn't recognize what this was?
Mhm.
Well, you was a Stanley. That's what it come off as.
Oh Lord.
People can't say that out loud, but you can't understand. Like, but Stanley was like, and the Stanley was weird because some people don't have. I don't think he's that bad, but I think she really portrayed it. Cause it was like another woman. This was I hate watching them shows, but they can steady on my feed. Hello, Kiana. Okay, I just had to check. Um, she was like, she be scamming guys. That's the word this person used. She know when they open up emotionally and be vulnerable with her. That's when she knows she can start asking them for money.
Mm.
And if a guy didn't have the type of role models and people who instill not only the positive and the God fearing, putting Jesus in my life and the God fearing actions and behaviors and teaching me how to save money and taxes and all that. I've had some other talk lessons in my life. My mom used to teach me, like, man, watch out for that little hood right there. You beat your meat before you even go and think about fucking with her.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Saved me a whole lot of trauma and headache though.
Mm.
Just because she pretty and she had all this, she got a lot of other people giving her attention too at a young age. Everybody didn't grow up like that. And it like people like try to look at it as a negative. I don't think it's a negative. I think it's preparing you for the world that is live in effect.
Yeah.
You got people right here on this application TikTok, and they will sell you a whole dream, and they out here. People get a little too comfortable. And that ain't just like it's like if you see your little cousin and you know a dude that's a player or perhaps a PIMP, he gonna sell you a dream.
I believe in it.
That's not the type of person you want to have a long-term loving successful relationship with unless you willing to do other activities with them.
Mm.
I understand they may have you out doing other activities for them.
Mm-hmm.
And some people fall into that. But YouTube, TikTok, it's been love. We appreciate y'all. If you want to join us, we're right here. 984-436-9109, capital CULTURE. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we'll talk to y'all next Sunday. New episode dropping tomorrow. Peace. Hold on, y'all, before y'all start talking.